Hey guys, it's Stas back with another video, and I'm back reviewing tarot decks. We're going to do a walkthrough of tarot and oracle decks, mainly because I really do not buy anything for my personal collection without looking through one of these videos and making sure I like the artwork and it really truly resonates. And I wanted to do that with all the decks we have in my store and just decks that I like, just so we can talk about them. I can go over them, explain, not my leg. So if you see anything, listen, we're sitting on one of my glass tables right now and looking down, so I'm literally squashing here on the ground with you, nice and grounded. We also have some hand-picked sea glass and a hagstone and a beautiful shell. First off the bat, this is a beautiful tarot deck, and now I guess line, because they have the Etherial Visions has this tarot deck, which is a Luna edition. They have the original Etherial Visions deck, and then they have like a, what is that called? It's an oracle deck by them as well. They're all stunning. It's a great now trilogy. Maybe there's more, but I only have the 3. Right off the back, I believe the illustration on this has way more POC representation, which we absolutely love to see, and the holographic design is really, really pretty. So the box itself is really nice. It's got like this, I don't know, what does this feel? It's a soft feel, and the deck really is stunning. When we first get into this deck, you've got a guidebook here that in the beginning has a couple of like spreads you can try out, an introduction, and then you go through each card, what they mean and how you can read them and put them to use with your deck. This is a really stunning little guidebook. It's not too big to fit in your pocket or your bag if you need to carry that with you. Now, as for the box itself, this does come wrapped in cellophane, but I took these out for pictures earlier. So it's wrapped up nicely, and then you've got the purple inlay, which is really pretty. So when you come to the cards, it is a beautiful, perfect amount of cardstock. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. We'll shuffle these in a second, but they're really pretty. It's a like deep blue. This doesn't look super purple to me. It's a deep blue color. And then on the back, we don't have any gilded side, which is I think the original tarot by them does have gilds, and it's just stunning. So what we were going to do with this deck is quite literally go through every single one of the cards and look at them really quickly, the artwork. I just want to give you guys a chance. I'm not going to go over each card. I just want to give you guys a chance to look at the actual art of each card and see if you would resonate. I do want to point out some things. We're going to start at the beginning. The Fool. The holographic print really is everything with this. So pretty. And just overall, like, the artwork of this deck is stunning. I really resonated with, I have this deck personally. It's one of the ones I kept. It's stunning. Now, the Ethereal Visions, the original deck, will cut you. The readings aren't necessarily kind. I wouldn't say that they go out of their way to be super spicy, but it is not a deck that would like hold your hand and deliver a kind message. It's going to give you the messages you need to hear fast. So I do appreciate that, and just like the imagery, it's a similar imagery to the other one that I have, or is it? I'd have to compare them next to each other, and if you want to see that, let me know. So look at the Lovers, stunning. I'm just going to show you one by one the cards, but I haven't used this specific deck yet to work. You'll see me shuffle here in a minute, but I do want to go through the connecting period and give it a couple days on my altar and those kind of things. If you hear Luna in the background, she is here playing. She's hearing the word Luna way too much because this is the Luna deck. She definitely wants in. Come on, Justice. The hair is iconic here. And the Hangman here too. I really like, it looks like flowing waters next to him too. It's just stunning. The Death card in this deck, beautiful. What I always look for is the Moon card, because I love the Moon card. So what card do you look for if it's going to be like, oh my god, look at this. Like the color of the Devil is so good. And the Tower. If you're like, maybe it's an identifier card for you, or a card that you really just resonate with in every single deck, I always look for the Moon for me. So stunning. And if I like the Moon card, lots of times it'll show that I like the artwork on other cards. I also like to look at the Four of Swords card to see, I don't know, it's just something about looking at tarot. For me, those two cards really tell if it's going to be the deck for me, to be honest. The World was sick there too. This literally looks like a mermaid. Now we're moving into Cups. The shell at the bottom is, I'm screaming, and there's seahorse. Yeah. Oh my god, they're just, I'm telling you, it's a stunning deck, and the light artwork is really, it does feel light and airy, but the way that I know the other one's personality, it's just, I wonder how this one is going to act. If we want to do like a catch up in a couple weeks after I've worked with it for a few weeks, let me know. I normally am not a pastel girly. I'm not someone that likes lighter colors with tarot decks. My all-time favorite tarot deck is actually it's from 17th press by Amrit Brar. It is called the Marigold Tarot, and it's an all black deck with gold like shimmer. It's stunning. It looks like this but gold. I can't think of what the word is for this, you know what I'm saying? And I really do normally like darker artwork and that kind of thing. I think for me, emotion wise, it helps me connect. But this is such a stunning deck in this line. The Oracle deck with this, so incredible. The messages that I get from that deck are just literally like unreal. So come on, Nine of Cups. Look how proud he looks. Oh my God. I feel like this is the this is the cutest 10 of Cups card I think I've ever seen in a deck. This, because it's literally family. Like, look, and this, oh, come on, look at this little interracial family. This is so sweet. And that's my mom and dad. Literally, my mom's a redhead and my dad's, okay, wait. Hello? Okay, the King of Pentacles. That looks like King Trident almost. These are stunning cards. Yeah, just absolutely stunning. So I don't even know what I was saying before I saw that card. It just, literally the family card was so cute. The Pentacles are great. Honestly, her hair, the Two of Pens, look at this. Three of Pentacles, this is sick. Yeah, this is a sick deck. I'm looking at this fully with you guys the first time. So we got these in today. Well, we've had these in the store, but we didn't have them online. And I just was like, I'm not going to take one from the storefront. And now that we have them online, I'm like, wait, I need one. I need one. Oh, and this is a great deck to be kicking off this walkthrough. And if you want to see or like talk about anything specific, if you guys want to hear about anything specific in next walkthrough, let me know. Mainly, I just want to show you guys the deck and we can like hang out for a little bit. I will show you guys some shuffles here in a little bit, because I did the other day, I was like shuffling a deck for the first time because I was going to give it to a friend. I just was like, I don't know if I like this deck or not. And it cut me. Like the cardstock was so, it's not this deck. The cardstock, this is stunning, was so sharp that it cut my hand, and I was like, not blood bonded with my tarot deck. Like, oh my God. So I didn't give it to my friend because there was blood on it, and I gave her a different one. Ashley, if you're watching this, it was that deck that I gave you. I didn't give you the bloody one. Ace of Swords is sick. Yeah, I like that they kept her blindfolded, because a lot of times in the Two of Swords, if they have a woman on it, they don't keep her blindfold on. And I feel like it's so perfect for beginners with this imagery, because it's literally like you're trying to make that decision, but you're missing something. Are you blinded by something, or are you missing it? What is, you tell me, right? You tell me. Yeah, it's classic. I love that. I don't love that card, but you know what I'm saying, like, you know. Yeah, and you guys, I told you that I look for the four. Yeah, why did I say it like that? I hate myself. I know, Loon, that was annoying. The Four of Swords, I look for this card a lot if I'm going to buy decks, and that's one of them. Oh, the Five of Swords. I just like the imagery a lot on this deck. And the other one, I do believe that the Luna edition, I think that this one I would like a little bit more. I just like the representation a little bit more in this deck. And I appreciate that they did two versions. Like, I love an edition. I love an add-on pack. Oh, wow. The Eight of Swords is good too. Stunning. Stunning. And the Nine of Swords. No. Oh, I love all the skulls too down here. This is such a cute card. It's, I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying. It's not cute, but it's cute. Love this imagery. It's very classic. You could tell that there's a lot of like red or white in it, but that's like, I love that. Love it. The Wands. That horse is cute. I kind of wish that the back of this deck was holographic or whatever the shiny material. Y'all chew me up, because I can't think of what it's called. I wish that it was shiny like this too on the back. And I do kind of wish that it was a gilded side, because I believe my other deck by them is gilded. And if you hear that helicopter, I've been waiting, but they are swooping around this block. I guess the block is hot, but I have to finish filming this video. Two of Wands. I actually love this imagery so much. I do like this imagery. I was giving it a second, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, no, I actually do love it. Mr. Five of Wands. Here comes this helicopter around the block. 7, 8. The Nine of Wands. And then at the end, we're coming to 10 of Wands. So, I got nails, so they're a little hard to pick up. So, We're gonna do a little bit of a shuffle. This will be the first time that I'm shuffling this deck. We did go through, I mean, energetically, I love looking through each card one by one before I get the deck. Sorry, I'm very close to you guys, but I'm like leaning in the most uncomfortable position ever. Not the 10 of Wands. I like to smoke cleanse my decks before I use them, but I will go through and like just do simple energy shuffling to just get some energy in there and the cards flipped around, you know, not so much in their families, but this is actually feeling nice. Like I was telling that story earlier about, I am at a slightly different angle, but I am leaning over crazy at the table. So, I was telling you that story earlier about the deck that cut me while I was doing this, and I really didn't appreciate that cardstock. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. And I would tell you guys if I didn't like cardstock. I have pretty long fingers, to be honest. I wouldn't say that necessarily this part of my hand is like long or big, but I do have very long fingers. So sometimes tarot decks are a little bit too small for my hands, but I mean, I use them. I prefer a bigger deck. This fits very comfortably in my hands, nor do I think though that the cards would be too big for other people. One of my best friends has like teeny hands and she struggles with some decks, and I don't think that she would struggle with this. Feels great in my hands to use. The cards aren't sticking. A lot of times, you'll get a deck and you'll go through the cards like this and they stick together, so it's like hard to get them. You have to push them apart. I don't like that. This is not happening with this deck. I do appreciate this. We can do a slight little bridge. I don't like to bridge the cards too much when I first get them, because I don't know, like, yes, I'm gonna break them in and they're gonna be oils, and there's gonna be everything, spiritual colognes, and I'll put them with tobacco, and I'm about to put like literal marijuana smoke on them. But I just, for some reason, sometimes bridging them too much and creating like that arch just makes me a little sad. They're stiff, but you know, cards usually are when you first buy them. So I do like this deck a lot. It depends on your art style and if you kind of like that vibe. The things I do wish that, like I said, I wish the sides were gilded. This is if a perfect deck could exist, right? I do appreciate this deck a lot. I love a gilded side. I am really truly like a slutty girl for that. So I like that. And this deck though, and so yeah, I wish the back had a little bit of a shimmer like the front does. Maybe that would be extra for a lot of other people. Been the sides, or maybe one or the other. I just feel like it would be so good. But I love this deck. Honestly, if I wasn't purchasing it for the shop, I would be purchasing it for myself to complete like the 3 decks that they now have going. And I would really truly recommend this deck to anybody. And I think that also, like, people are often asked for like beginner or not decks. I think like any deck could be beginner friendly, but this is so close to, the imagery is beautiful on this, so I think that it would be really good if you're still learning decks too. Love it overall.